All right, good evening all. You're welcome to today's lectures on tutorials with From Eternity the Schoolboy. Today we are going to take a look at English language. But before we do that, we'd like to have a review of our Tuesday's assignment. I give an assignment, right? On which of the subjects? Chemistry. Okay, let's look at the assignments. Let's see what you did. Let's see what you did and take it up from there. Are we together? Good, we are. So, all right. Assignment number 1 is what?
Which of the following substances is a mixture?
Number 1. Assignment number 1, okay. Which of the following substances is a mixture? A. Granulated sugar. B. Seawater. C. Sodium chloride. D. Iron filings. C. Sulfur powder. Okay, let's take it like that. Granulated sugar. Is granulated sugar a mixture? Why? Why is not a mixture? Why is granulated sugar not a mixture? That's the question. Chiwendo. You don't know. But I ask you to browse, go to textbooks, try to find out reason for your answer and why the other options is or are not the answer. Is what I told you. Oh yeah, come see. Why is granulated sugar not a mixture? Why is granulated sugar not a mixture? No idea. All right. Granulated sugar, what did I write there as the name for the normal sugar you use to drink your akam, to make your tea? What did I call it? In our last lecture, or last 2 lectures, what did I call it? What's going on? Sucrose, good. Is it a compound or a mixture? Does it have a formula? What's the formula? C what?
12. H22.
Good. C12 H what? 22, right? And O what? 11. So it's a granulated. That's the formula for what? Granulated sugar. And granulated sugar is a what? Sucrose. And sucrose is a what? Compound. So that's why it's not a what? A mixture. Option B, seawater. Is seawater a mixture or a compound?
Mixture.
Why is seawater a mixture?
It's composed of minerals.
It composed of what?
Minerals. Organic matter. And bacteria. Does
seawater contain bacteria? So it is composed of many other what? Substances, right? That are not chemically what? Combined. And you can separate them if you want to, 3 of us. So that's why seawater is a what? Mixture. Is sodium chloride a mixture? No. Why is it a mixture? Why is it a compound?
Because you have sodium and you have chlorine, so they're not combined. They are chemically combined.
Good. In a fixed what? Ratio. What is the ratio of sodium and chlorine in sodium chloride?
2:1. 1:2.
What are you saying? Sodium chloride is what?
NaCl. 1:1.
Good, 1:1. So the ratio of sodium to chlorine in sodium chloride is what? 1 is to 1. Okay, the next option says, so sodium chloride is a compound, not a what? Mixture. Iron filings. Is iron filing a compound or a mixture? Is iron filing a compound or a mixture?
Mixture.
Mixture of what and what?
Water.
Did you research for iron filing and you saw water? What are you saying? Is iron filing a compound or a mixture? Eh? What is iron filing? Is iron filing a mixture? Eh? What is it? A compound. Who took that one? A compound. Chinwendu. You use, okay, continue. You say iron filing is a compound, and you say iron filing is what?
Mixture.
Mixture of what and what? Foul. What does iron filing contain? Iron filing contains iron. It's just iron. That is in what? Filing is in what? Powder what? Form. I'm communicating. Now, you didn't browse iron filing. So what did you see there? Let me see what you browsed. Let me see. What do you browse about iron filing? So where did you write it in your notes? A researcher. You browse something, you saw it, and you leave it. You didn't make a note on it. Then what are you doing? If you browse something, you do what? You make a note on it. It's not true. It's not true. Did you browse on iron filing? Why? You didn't do what I did.
No, I browsed it.
So what do you see? What do you speak from iron filing? What is iron filing? You should first of all understand what iron filing is. Iron filing is what? Element. Iron. Period. It's what? It's not a compound. It's what? An element. Iron. So it's not a what? A mixture. It's just an element. It's just what? Element. Okay. Next one is what? Sulfur powder. And what is sulfur powder? Is it element, compound, or mixture? Is it true? Is sulfur powder element? What is it? Sulfur powder is mixture. You didn't do this research well. You did not do it. So what do you see in sulfur powder? You saw a heterogeneous mixture of what and what? How can I say that sulfur powder is a heterogeneous mixture? It's a mixture of what and what? How can you say that? Whose phone are you using to browse? Who? Right. Is iron fine? Is it a powder or a mixture? You say it's a mixture. Iron fire. Sorry, is it an element, a compound, or a mixture? You said that iron fire. Sulfur powder is a mixture. Then, if you say it's a mixture, then what does it contain? So, what does it contain? Tell us. If it is a mixture, what does it contain? I'm listening, no. You don't know. Child. Children, why do you say that sulfur powder is a mixture? Is an element. Why do you say that? Only what? Sulfur. Only what? Sulfur. Only what? Sulfur. Do you agree with her? Do you agree with her? Please, sulfur powder is not a mixture. It's just sulfur. It's just a what? sulfur. It's an element, please. It's not a mixture. Now, let's continue. Next one is what? Bronze. Is bronze a mixture or a compound? A mixture. So bronze is a mixture of what and what? Are you sure? You browse it. Is it true? You browse it. That bronze is a mixture of what? Copper and what? Good. It's an alloy. We call it what? Alloy. Did you see that word? Such word? Did you see alloy when we were browsing? Please learn how to pick point as you are browsing. How can you check bronze without seeing alloy? It's not possible. You are not attentive. You didn't go through it properly. How can you browse? How can you check bronze and you do not see alloy? It's not possible. It's not possible. You didn't check it well. You just look at. You didn't read it. Please see how to research. If you check out something, read that thing. Don't just look at it and pick the point, what you're looking for, and run away. Calm down and read that thing before you now answer the question. That is, look for the how to answer the question. If you read it well, you have a background understanding of what it is all about. There's no way you can just see bronze without them putting alloy. It's not possible. Even before they mention copper and what, they must talk about alloy. It's an alloy of what? It's okay, no problem. It's okay. Now let's continue. Next one is what? Just know that there is what? An alloy, okay? The next question is what? Next option is what? Distilled water. Is distilled water a mixture or a compound? Sorry, what is it? Is it a mixture? Is it a compound? Are you sure? Do you agree? Good. What does it contain? What are the elements of the compound?
Hydrogen and oxygen.
In what ratio?
3:1.
Good. Now next one is ethanol. What is it? Ethanol, is it an element, compound, or mixture? Remember this question I'm asking now, this assignment is based on the topic classification of what? Matter. Remember, we said that matter can be classified as what? Either element, compound, or what? Mixture. That's where these questions come from. So is it ethanol is it what?
Compound.
Good. The next option says sand. What of sand? Is sand a compound or a mixture or an element? Is sand a compound or a mixture or an element? Compound. Do you agree with her? So what are the components of what are the component elements of sand? Silicon and what? Oxygen. Silicon and what? In what ratio? This is in your note. See, you're looking at me as if you're not come across it. It's in your notes. Then what are you doing? What are you doing? Didn't you do this in this class? So what's the problem? This is not a good start. I am not comfortable with this, and I must seriously. I must tell you the truth. Please change this attitude and take this in serious. How can you do something how can you do something in this class? I gave you assignment. You went home. You didn't read what we did in class. You are sitting down here looking at me. You couldn't answer the question on the assignment you did. Does it make sense to you? So what is the name? Silicon what? Is it 2 or 4? Good. Silicon what? 4 oxide. So sand is what? Silicon 4 oxide. Okay. Next option says washing soda. Is washing soda an element, a compound, or a mixture? Compound. What are the constant elements of the compound?
Sodium. Hydrogen. Oxygen.
Sodium what?
Sodium. Hydrogen. Oxygen.
What is the formula? Go to the book and write the formula of washing soda for us. Fast. Go to the board and write the formula of washing soda for us. Fast. Formula of washing soda. Be fast about that, please. Don't waste our time. Come and write the formula for washing soda for us. Fast. Write formula for washing soda. Is that all? Is it washing soda? What's the name of this thing you use? So then what? How are you? Carbonate what? What's the name of this compound? This compound. So then carbonate 6. Does it exist? Is it like sodium carbonate 6? Huh? Okay, come here. Is washing soda a compound, a mixture, or an element? So what is the right name of the compound for us on this board? Fast. Oh yeah.
The component.
I say write the formula for the compound. Sorry, the formula for the compound first. It's not when you write the formula, then you can start telling us the component element. It's not true. So write the formula first before you tell us the component elements. Did we do this in this class?
Yes.
So what's going on here? Huh? Oh yeah, give her to try again. Where is one? Did I write it? Which compound I write it? I go to your note again. I give you 2 seconds. Go to your note and check. Una da go ago. Okufun una da go ago. I go to your note and check what you did in this class. I give you 5 seconds to do that. Fast. What's the name of the compound? What's the IUPAC name of washing soda? Sodium carbonate what? 4 deca what? Good. I go and write it on the board. Write it on the board. Watch what you wrote and see what I will write now. And tell me and learn how to write name of compound, please. If you're writing name of compound, the component element of a compound, the component elements of a compound, the component elements of a compound, the first letter in the symbol of the component element of a compound. In fact, yes, should be what? Capital what? Letter. The first letter in a, if the symbol of the element has only one letter, then that letter must be in capital letter. That's how to write the formula of a compound. But if it has two, if the symbol has 2 letters, like chlorine has Cl, if it is on its own, or whether it is appear in a compound, it must start in capital what? Letter. So if I'm to mark here paper, I will not mark this. You don't know how to write what name of what? Compound. So see, this is how it should be. So the N in sodium should be in capital what? Letter. that subscript should actually be subscript. It should be subscript. Then the carbon there should start in what? Capital letter. Then O for oxygen should be what? Capital letter. Then the subscript. Is it clear? Is that to write the name? So this is not water. See water here. Is it clear? This is not water. See water here. This is not how to write water. See what? Water here. So this thing is even wrong. Okay? Am I communicating? Chlorine. This is chlorine. Not or. Am I communicating? Good. Please learn that one now. So sodium washing soda is what? Sodium thiocarbonate 4 what? Deca what? Hydrate. What do I say about this deca? What is that water called? That 10 molecules of water attached to that. And there should be, okay, let me complete the name of this cup. Please, between the, between the salt and the water molecule, I said that this water is what? Water of what? Crystallization. That's what I said. I said that this water of what? Crystallization. So that this washing soda has 10 molecules of what? Or you can simply say 10 moles of what? Water of what? Crystallization. Now, there should be a point after, there should be a point here. Before you now write what? 10 H what? 2O. Is it clear? Is it clear? Please correct it in your notes, please. Correct it in your notes. I know that you write what I don't even know in your note now. If I come there to check it now, I will just be laughing. Correct it now. Don't leave it tomorrow. Now, that is what? Washing what? Soda. Now, what is the next option?
Common salt.
Common salt. Is common salt a compound or a mixture? A mixture. Oga. Is it a common salt? Common salt is a mixture. Compound. Is it what? A compound. Now, what are the components of that compound? Chloride. Is chloride an element? Is chlorine. But if you want to go to the, maybe if you want to split it ionically, sodium ion and what? Chloride ion. But the component element there are what? Sodium and what? Chlorine. Am I communicating? Now come and write it on the board. Come and write the formula of sodium chloride on the board for us. If you write nonsense, I'll flog you now. Write it where? On the board. Write it the way I taught you on how to write the words of what? Compound. Perfect. Good. This is sodium chloride. Good. Now, so sodium chloride is a what? Compound. So this is not the what? The option, right? Hope you are taking the correct one and the wrong one. Good. Any assignment I give you here and you don't do it, you go back and do it. I will never. You must tell me something. If you don't do it, I'll send you back. I will never answer it here, but I can correct you if you tell me something. That's how I do my own. You must do it yourself. Then when you come back, we discuss it. If you wait for me to sit down here and answer it, I will not answer it. Now, next one is what? Blood. Is blood a mixture, a compound, or an element? Can see. Is blood a mixture, compound, or an element? It's a mixture. Do you agree with her? Do you agree with her? Why do you say that? What do you say that blood is a mixture?
Because it contains.
It contains what? Actually, what do you say that blood is a mixture?
Blood is composed of oxygen, fats, proteins, oil, and so many.
Good. So many other what? Constituents. You may not say exactly everything, but at least this shows that you know that blood is a what? A mixture. It has different what? Constituents. Am I communicating? Blood cells are also there, and many of them. So blood is a what? A mixture. I agree. So that one is correct. The next one is what? Rubber latex. Is rubber latex a mixture? Is rubber latex a mixture? Rubber latex. I give assignment. So this is assignment. So answer the question. Is rubber latex a mixture? Kamsi. Is rubber latex a mixture? Why do you say that rubber latex? Why do you say that rubber latex is a mixture? Why? You can say what? Is it true? Is it true, Chiwando? Is it true, Oga? You don't know, but I give assignments. So how come you don't know? Look at this human being. I give assignments. You don't do that. Come here, you sit down and you're laughing with me. Say you don't know. This is not a question I just ask you without maybe. It's not an impromptu question. It's an assignment I gave you to go and do at home. So why are you here telling me that you don't know? I don't want to agree with you. Is it true? Don't tell me you don't know again. I won't accept it. Is it true or not? Is it a mixture or a compound? Rubber latex. Is rubber latex a mixture or a compound? So rubber latex contain what? Rubber and what? Rubber and what? So rubber latex is a what? Mixture. Now the next question says, the next option says vulcanizer's solution. Okay?
Yes.
Is vulcanizer's solution a mixture or a compound or an element? Okay? A compound. On your assignment. If you get on your assignment. Email. Kanka. If we never on your assignment. You have I saw a kanka. I said, find out reason if option A is not the answer. You should be able to find out. That's how to study. Find out on your own why that option is not that. There must be a reason why it's not the answer. Is it not true? It's not true. There must be a reason why it's not the answer. Don't just take the only answer and go. Find out why that option is not the answer. As you are trying to find out why this option is not the answer, you are learning. That is how to study. Kamsi, in the process of doing this assignment now, are you discovering something new? Are you discovering did your study pattern changed? Did your study, how you study at home, did it change at all? Did your parent comment on it? That is why you should be studying. Go to do your assignment. The more you study, the more you want to study. The more you study, the more you discover you don't even know. The more you search more, the more you discover you don't even what? Know. And the more you want to know more. That's how to study. I didn't get to go carry assignment and go home and kaya. Yeah, that's not what I ask you. We are not writing quiz. It's not quiz. Had it been a quiz, I would tell you to do it and submit. This assignment, it's an assignment because I want you to go and learn how to do what? Research on your own. Please, take this in seriously. Take it what? Seriously. So, vulcanizer solution, Chingwa, what does it contain? Is it a compound or a mixture?
Mixture.
So what do you say is a mixture?
It contains sulfur and other.
No. They're not like sulfur and other. What are those other? Don't tell me it contains sulfur and other. I won't take it. Magnesium. You. Is vulcanizer solution a mixture? So what is is a mixture?
Sulfur.
Phosphorus.
Benzene.
Are you sure?
Benzene and rubber.
Benzene and what? Rubber. Is it true? You didn't do the assignment. So, yeah? So where did you write it? Let me see. Let me see where you wrote it. Which one is this? Not which one is sulfur and other cross-linking? That is, you said it's sulfur and other cross-linking. What?
Edges.
Is that an answer? You should to base on what and what are component of what? Vulcanizer solution. Or go ahead, tell us the components.
Sulfur.
And what again? Water. I am not comfortable. In our next class, tomorrow, I want you to write half page. All of you, write half page of your notes. An essay on vulcanizer's what? Solution. Go and research it. Half page of your note, an essay. Browse anything you can browse on vulcanizer's what? Solution. Write it in your notes. I want to see it tomorrow. If I give assignment, you do it. I agree with you. It's a mixture. I agree with you. But what you're telling me here, I'm not comfortable with it. I want you to go. In our next class, you tell me what you, but you discuss what you browse on vulcanizer's what? Solution. It's very important to do that. And as we are talking about it, you tell me exactly what it means. What is it actually what? Used. Start from what is the vulcanizer solution. What it contains and what is it used what? For. Period. That's what these three things are what I want you to find out. What is it? By virtue of definition or something, if there's something like that, then what does it contain? And what is it used for? These are what I want you to know, to find out. Now, then next option says what? What does next option say? Carbon what? Is it carbon 2 I say I call that day? Okay, so what does carbon 2 sulfide contain? Sorry, is carbon 2 sulfide a compound, a mixture, or an element? Compound. So what this is a compound? Aizu?
Carbon and sulfur react together. Because carbon and sulfur react together.
To form what?
To form a compound.
So in what ratio are they combined?
The ratio of
2 is to 1. Oh, yeah. Go to the board and let's see. Go to the board. Let's see. Fast. See marker. Write the chemical formula and show us why you say 2 is to 1 or 1 is to 2. What is the writing? Is it don't form a new compound? Which compound is it from? Sister, please. Thank you. What compound did it form? Come, move yours. The guy that has formed a new compound also. She said it's CSO2. What is CSO2? I'll give you. Have you seen that problem? I'm talking about. Sit down. You are given assignments. In assignment, a chemistry student that you do an assignment, and you are given carbon 2 sulfide. A chemistry student should look at what is this carbon 2 sulfide. What is the formula? Do I even know the formula? As you are checking, you check the formula. True or false? As a chemistry student, you should be able to do that. Check the formula. Yes, we have not done oxidation number. We still do it. But how to form compound by using the oxidation number, how to get the proper. Yes, but at least you don't need for us to do it before you start putting your mind into it. The question says carbon 2 oxide. You should be able to, you have what it takes to browse or to check it up. Even textbook. You can simply say, okay, what is the formula for this carbon 2 sulfur? It's not true. Do you know the formula? You didn't check it up. That's the problem. Hello? You check it up. You should be able to check formula for carbon 2 oxide before you can now come up. Then, because so far compound has entered, the next thing that should come to your mind is in what ratio. Remember what you are treating, the ratio in which they are combined, right? What should come to your mind? In what ratio? That is, okay, Master told us that compound, the component element of a compound must be combined in a fixed ratio. Okay, this carbon 2 oxide he gave us as an assignment to check whether it is a compound or a mixture. I say, okay, I know it's a compound, but in what this thing do carbon and sulfur combine? These are things you should ask yourself. Then you find out. You find it out. If you come out here, you do a good presentation on your what assignments. Carbon 2 what? Sulfide. Carbon and what? Sulfur. Are we together? Carbon and what? Sulfur. Is it clear? Carbon 2 was 2 sulfide. Carbon 2 that is what? Do you know the oxidation number of sulfur here? Don't worry, we'll see the oxidation number. Let me not bug you with so many things. We'll see the what? Oxidation what? Number. Just write the CS, okay? Then by the time we just write CS for now. By the time we do oxidation number, you go back to this and you understand why it's like this. Am I communicating? Good. Now let's continue. Next, I agree with you, is a what? Compound of what? Carbon and what? Sulfur. Carbon and what? Sulfur. I agree with you. Now, the next question says, which of the compounds is composed of aluminium, silicon, oxygen, and what? Hydrogen. Which of the compounds is composed of what? Aluminium, silicon, oxygen, and what? Hydrogen. A says Epsom salt. What are component element of what? Epsom salt. Come see. Did you check Epsom salt? You only check the meaning. You didn't check the component elements.
Magnesium and sulfate.
Only.
Magnesium, sulfur, and oxygen.
Did you check it? Did you check the component of Epsom salt? Water, come and write it on the board for us fast. Component of Epsom salt. Oh yeah. There are what? Magnesium here. Sulfur. Oxygen. Is that all? You what do you get? You say what? You say that it's not contains what? Are you sure? Let me see what you wrote. Magnesium. Is it sulfate or sulfur? Okay, Epsom salt is also known as magnesium sulfate. It's a chemical compound made up of what? Magnesium, sulfur, and what? Oxygen. It is used to relax muscle and relieve pain in the shoulders, neck, back, and skull. Corners, what's this? I like the way you do the assignment. Who told you to go? Stay there. Have I said you should go? Then, what did the question say? The question says, Which of the following compound is composed of aluminium, silicon, oxygen, and what? And what? Hydrogen. So you say that Epsom salt contains what? Magnesium, sulfur, and what? Oxygen. Now, what of limestone? What does limestone contain? What are component element of limestone? Carbon, I agree. I agree, oxygen, And what again? Who helper? And calcium. Come and write the chemical formula for limestone. Is what? No, I said come and write. Okay, call what's the name? What is the chemical name? What's the IUPAC name? Calcium, Carbonate what? You perhaps having issues with this. I don't want to, what time we'll do oxidation this time. Maybe towards the end of this topic, you begin to understand this. You say calcium triosocarbonate what? 4. Good. Calcium triosocarbonate 4. You're having issues. It's too. Don't worry, you learn it, okay? Don't be afraid. It's calcium triosocarbonate what? 4. That's what? Limestone. Now, is that the answer? What of Epsom salt? Epsom salt, is that the answer? Now, let's go to the next option. Option C. Clay. What are the components of clay? Component elements in clay. So clay is a compound, right? Is it a compound or a mixture? So compound. Okay. So what are the components of clay? With you. Oh yeah. I don't know what.
Silicon, oxygen, and hydrogen.
Yeah.
Silicon, oxygen, and hydrogen.
Aluminium what? Let me see what we are noting. Career.
I didn't do it.
Why? Why? You be easy. Computer. Okay, just quick. Please learn how to make notes. This is important, okay? Don't be able to try to make up something. If you do something, make a summary of it and keep somewhere. It will help you. Do you know? Do you do it? What are they? Aluminium, silicon, oxygen and what? Hydrogen. Is it true? Good. Is that the answer? But don't conclude here. Look at the other option before you conclude. Option what? D. Option D says urea. What are the component elements in urea? Is urea a mixture or a compound? Mixture, urea. What are you saying? Is urea a mixture or a compound? It's a compound now. But what of urine? Is urine a mixture or a compound? Mixture, good. Because urine also contains what? Urea and other is true of us. So urea is a compound. Now, what are the component elements of urea? What are the component elements of urea? You are telling me the component element of urine. Oxygen, Hydrogen, What is that all? Continue. Who can help him? Nitrogen. Okay, continue. Oxygen. You mentioned oxygen. You didn't do it, okay? You didn't check it up. Why? Why do you check up some and you not check some? Why? What's the reason? Let me know. Tell me. Huh? Tell me. What happened? Why did you check some and you didn't check some? Why? Nothing. You say it contains what again? Mention them, all of them. Okay, mention one you can mention. Nitrogen, complete it. Calcium. Hey, Oga. It's in your notes.
Yes. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen.
So this is how you go to your note to pick it when you enter exam hall. Or in practice, when the need arise to talk about it somewhere, is it your note? Please try to understand this and internalize them, please. So I agree with you. Urea is a component, but it's not. You don't have the component element. So the answer is what? Clay. The answer is what? Clay. Good. The answer is clay. The fourth question. Which one of the following changes is physical? Which one of the following changes is physical? A. Adding iron firing to an aerated water. Adding iron firing to an aerated water. Is it a physical change? Cancel. Is it a physical change? Adding iron firing to an aerated water. Oga? Is alpha? Is it a physical change or a chemical change? Before you can understand this question, you must actually should know things that has to do with what chemical and physical changes, and also some properties of some elements like iron and. First of all, ask yourself: iron and aerated water, do they react? Iron and aerated water, do they react? No. Iron and water, do they react? What is rusting? What happens in rusting? Without water, will iron rust? Is rusting a chemical change or physical change?
Chemical change.
So you must question be asked in the same way you were given. Can't you sit down and reason? And that day, when we did chemical change, I gave a rusting of iron as an example of what? Chemical change. I told you that rusting is an oxidation process, true or false? When iron is exposed to what? Moisture, right? Good. If you get iron material and keep here now for a long, when you keep exposing it with water, it will start rusting. True or false? Good. If you hear aerated water, what comes to your mind? Aerated, what comes to your mind? What exactly is the air all about? Good. So that means when they come in contact, what do you think will happen to the iron? Will it rust or remain the way it is? It will rust, right? So is it a chemical change or a physical change? So look at the question again and tell me whether it is a physical, whether that thing is a physical change. What's the answer now? That is it physical or okay? Is it correct? Is it correct? Is it correct? Now, second option says what? Adding sodium metal to water. So if we add sodium metal to water, what will happen? Do you think a chemical reaction will take place? Or do you think you can later separate water from the sodium? You cannot do what? So a chemical reaction will take place, right? I don't want to bother you with what happened when you go to alkali metals, whether they react with water, what happened with it. I don't want to take you there because you will still do it. But just know that when sodium comes in contact with water, they will react. And when they react, a new substance is what? Formed. And when such new substance formed, because of the formation of the new substance, and it's entirely different from the component element that come together to form it. It is a what? Chemical what? Change. So B is not a physical what? Change. So B is not the answer. It's not a physical change. Now, next one says what? Cooling a solution of iron 2 sulfate to obtain dehydrated salt. Cooling a solution of iron 2 sulfate to obtain dehydrated what? Salts. Cooling the what? Solution of iron 2 sulfate to obtain the what? Hydrated form. Is a chemical reaction. Once it becomes hydrated, it's a chemical reaction takes place. Am I communicating? So it's not a physical change, it's a chemical what? Change. The next one is this. If I were you, anyone will say the type of change, you put in the bracket, that change is the answer. Because sometimes they may repeat the same question and twist it. And use that one you are neglecting as the option. True or false? So that when such happens, you know how to. That's why I said every option you see, try to know why is not the what answer. Don't just pick only the one that is the answer and say that you have answered the question. You should to know why others are not the answer. Now, so that one is not a physical change, right? So is it a chemical change? Yeah. What of the next option says cooling water to obtain ice. Cooling water to obtain what? Ice. Is it a physical change or chemical change? Is what? It's physical change because whether in ice form or liquid form, water is still water. It still contains hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio of what? 2 is to what? 1. So it's a physical what? Change. And you can move that water from that ice, which is solid water, to liquid what? Water. And even to what? Gaseous water, which is steam. And how do you convert the ice from ice back to liquid water? By what? You melt it, right? How do you melt it? Is either you leave it on its own to take in at room temperature to melt on its own, true or false, or you heat it, right? Or you apply what? Heat. So it's a physical what? Change. It's a physical what? Change. Please don't forget that chemical, we didn't say that, I didn't say that chemical change, when I was defining chemical change, I didn't say that, I think this can be confusing sometimes. I didn't say that chemical change are not reversible. I said that they are not easily what? Reversible. There are some chemical change that can be what? Don't we have reversible reaction? Don't we have reversible reactions? So, but not all of them. So it's not easily what? Reversible. But physical change is easily what? Reversible. Like ice, you don't even need to heat ice before it melts. Just keep it here and go. By the time you come back, it has turned to what? Liquid water. Is it clear? Now, the next question, the next option says, is it the next option or the next question? The next option says what? Stirring iron what? Sorry, the what? The bubbling of chlorine into what? Water. The bubbling of what? Chlorine into what? Water. Is it a physical or chemical change? Yeah. Is it a physical change? Pepe, please. Give some time. Oh, after. Okay. Is it a physical change or a chemical change? Huh? Chemical change, right? Chemical change. Is it chemical? You, is it chemical? Oh, he said no. Let's hear him out. Tell us about it. About bubbling chlorine in water. What happens if you bubble chlorine in water? Fast. No time to waste. Fast. Tell us. We are listening. So when it reacts, what happens? What do we form? And you, but wait, you said it's not a chemical change, right? Answer now, fast. You said it's not a chemical change, right? Yes or no? Eh? Huh? Is it chemical change you? Is the chemical what? It's not a physical what? It's not a physical what? Change. Now, next option says bubbling of chlorine into a jar containing what? Hydrogen. So what happens? A new compound will be what? Form. What's compound? What? Hydrochloric acid. If you wait to, you say that if you bubble chlorine into a jar containing hydrogen, what will form? Hydrochloric acid. Anyway, don't take it like that. Hydrochloric acid will not form immediately. Actually, what will form is what? Hydrogen chloride what? Gas. Okay? Hydrogen chloride gas will be formed. It's when it dissolves in water, you start talking of forming what? Acid. Am I forgetting? That is when it will form acid. The hydrogen chloride gas can easily form what? Acid, okay? But what will form when we bubble chlorine gas into a jar containing hydrogen? A gas will form. And that gas is what? Hydrogen what? Chloride gas. So it's a chemical change, okay? So it's not a physical what? It's not a physical what? Change. Now the next option says the dissolution of sodium chloride in water. The dissolution of sodium chloride in water. What happens? Huh? Answer me now. Eh? So why is the physical change? Know what? Before you jump into no new substance information, you should know what happened, what actually happened. When you do what? 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 When you dissolve sodium chloride in water, what is formed? Oh God, we are. So if we get the salt used to cook at home, and dissolve that salt used to cook at home in water, so what to form is sodium hydroxide. So those that put salt in water and drink, they will be drinking sodium hydroxide. So what are you saying? So if you add sodium chloride in water, what will be formed? You want to do calculation? Tell us what will be formed when you add sodium chloride in water? Nothing will be formed. You said nothing will be formed. What will be formed is sodium chloride solution. Simple. True of us. It's the same sodium chloride, whether it's in solution form or in what? Solid form. There, if you heat it to some extent, the water there will do what? Evaporates. and the sodium chloride there is stable. Sodium chloride salt is what? Stable. At least is what? Stable. When you hit it, it will remain where it is. But the water there will do what? Evaporate. You recover your salt back. Because you can still recover the salt back by evaporating the solvent, which is water. That's why we can say that this thing is what? A physical what? Change. So dissolution means dissolving. So dissolution of sodium chloride in water is a physical what? Change. Is a physical what? Change. Good. Now next option says what? Passing of what? Over what? So the passing of steam over heated iron. What is it? A physical change or chemical change? Huh? Is it a physical change or chemical change? Iron and water, are they good neighbors? Are they good neighbors? So something new must be formed. Two of us, they must react. It's a must. It's a what? It's a must. So it's not a physical what? Change. It's a chemical what? Change. Is there any assignment on chemistry? Is that assignment we did on chemistry? So now grade yourself. Do you think you did the assignment properly? Do you think you did the assignment properly? Council, do you think you did the assignment? So now what do you have to say about this assignment? How do you want to be doing it now to do it better? I've already told you what to do. So please, I beg you, try as much as possible to follow what I said about what? Doing your what? Assignment. After today's lecture, I'm going to give another one in the subject we're going to do today. Tomorrow again, I will see what you will come up with. I don't want long stories, okay? I don't want what? Long stories. Now, let's clear our mind from chemistry. We want to enter what? English language. I want to give us like 5 minutes to remove everything chemistry. To let's create the atmosphere of what? English language. 5 minutes. Then we'll go to clean this board. We go to English language. Any question? No question. All right.